Hi guys, it's another beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. Well, the time has come for us to make a harvest of our Japanese koi right here at the house. Many of you are very eager and patiently waited for this video, the update of our breeding of fish right here at home. Well, as you know, we have started this early this year and we were able to make concrete tanks right here. I intentionally made these concrete tanks because, as you know, we have the pet store. For those of you who are just new to this channel, may I tell you that we have a pet store where we displayed our fish. And instead of buying all these fish from other sources, I decided to also invest the capital on the construction of our concrete tanks so that we will be able to more or less supply the fish for our pet store. This is actually what we are doing. We breed, we raise them, and when they get big, we are harvesting them and selling them at the pet store. Well, this business is really good if you are a breeder also, because anytime like this pandemic, you can just get your stocks from here and display that at the pet store, especially now that we only have one flight for 1 week. It's really difficult to get stocks from other cities, from other sources. I'm so glad that we have tanks here that can more or less be the source of our supply of fish for the pet store. So come on, we will do this harvest now. Of course, I have this staff that are really good in doing these things. They are with me for how many years now? Even before we made this YouTube channel, they are already working with us, and I'm so glad that they're already experts, that you would be no longer giving them this detailed instruction because they already know what to do, especially in the harvest time. We are on the process now of harvesting our koi here at home. Well, as you know, we already have big tanks here and we intentionally have it deep and big because we wanted to grow this Japanese koi. And this time is the harvest time. We placed this koi right here barely around 3 months ago, and some of them are already big, but these bigger ones are our breeders. We're actually putting this in the pet store because I would like to quarantine this one because they have issues on their skin. That's why I am going to put this in a smaller tank and they will receive some treatment. But all the rest of this, which are not breeders, are already now for sale at the pet store. So we will begin now and we will put this inside the plastic bags, and of course we don't forget the oxygen, because the oxygen is really very essential if we are going to transport some of our fish. They will not survive inside the plastic bags even in a short period of time without this oxygen. So this is it now, and I am glad that we have a tricycle that can ferry all these cargoes to the pet store conveniently. Well, we cannot put this in our SUV, but of course we can use our tricycle as our transport vehicle for this fish. And those of you who would like to buy breeder kois, maybe you can visit our pet shop and you will start selecting your breeders. Harvest time should be done early in the morning. If you will harvest our fish at noontime or maybe in the afternoon, well, it's too dangerous because the temperature is already high. And another tip that we would like to emphasize is when you are going to do the harvest, refrain from giving food a day before. Meaning that if you are going to harvest on the Tuesday, be sure that on Monday, this koi will not eat anything. We will allow them to fast for one day so that they will survive in a long trip. This is our practice and it's been very successful because the moment we will transport a fish which are just newly fed or they are full, their stomach is full, then that's very dangerous because they will certainly die. They will be gasping for breath and they will drop their immune system and of course they will get sick. We are here at the tank of our balloon mollies, and these balloon mollies are the silver ones and they are very prolific. And you will note that this tank is quite wide and deep. Our new discovery for the mollies is to put some plants in the tank. To prevent these plants from occupying the entire portion of this tank, we made a barrier made of wood. It's just a wood and we put this one in order to prevent those plants from creeping right here. This is the area where we're gonna put our feeding, our food for them. This is also very important for us to monitor their health. If you have a pet store, I would like to suggest that you will also build your concrete tank in your area, and this is gonna be a good source now of your supply of fish. And these balloon mollies are also the best seller in our pet store, especially for the kids, because this is very easy to take care of. The kids can just manage to, breed this one because they are live bearers. The moment they get pregnant, they will just deliver babies and they are not baby eaters. As long as you will provide the good habitat for your fish, like the plants, and also a good tank that will protect them also from the predators like the birds and even the cats. And actually, we have again another batch of our Calico goldfish. Well, we already have harvested the first batch. Actually, this is our second batch of fish and we are going to release this now in the tank. This is the product of our effort. We are breeding them early in the morning, and actually when they are already capable of eating commercial pellet, then we introduce some commercial pellets, and of course we also introduce this live food. And we already have uploaded many videos about the tips on how to breed this one. That is why I did not anymore bother to make some videos about breeding, because I know that these videos in the past could already supplement your knowledge and even your experience on how to breed this kind of ornamental fishes. This fry of goldfish will grow in just a matter of 3 to 4 months. And if you are going to place them in a good tank, they will grow big that you can sell around $4 or 200 pesos per goldfish. Well, not all of them will have a good size, but you will have an average size of 2 to 3 inches. And that's a good size already for the pet store, for the aquarium. And many people are coming and buying all this fish, and it gives us a good income out of our effort in breeding locally this kind of fish, this goldfish. And now we have here some 300. Actually, we already have counted this one and it reached around 300. So these are actually the good ones, the ones that have good tail and the ones that have perfect body. It's really very enjoyable if you are breeding this kind of ornamental fish, this goldfish. And when we talk about goldfish, we have several varieties that we can breed and we can just get from the market. So this is a breed, as what I've said, this is a breed of the Ryukin Calico, and now we are set to place them right here in this tank. Maybe you will ask, Dexter, will this goldfish survive in this concrete tank? My answer is it depends. If you are going to place this one in a concrete tank, be sure that you will monitor very patiently the health of your fish, because during noontime the water will really become very warm in a concrete tank, and also during the nighttime it will become very cold. So no problem, because this goldfish will adjust if they have an A1 condition. So how to maintain A1 condition? Of course, we have to provide a good filtration system. But in this tank, I did not provide. Why? Because I am planning only to place them here for a period of 10 to 20 days. And after 10 to 20 days, when they get already big, then that's the time that we are going to transfer them to another deeper tank. So for the meantime, I will just provide them with this air pump. And this air pump will move the water and will provide good oxygenation for our fish. By the way guys, this water is not new. I already have stocked this water for 3 days already. This is also a very important thing to consider, to refrain from transferring your fish in a tank which has new water. So actually guys, this is the first batch of our breeding of this Ryukin Calico, and I would like you to note their colors, because they really have that good color combinations. And in fact, you will see that they are really red, and some of them have dark spots on their body. Maybe you will ask, Dexter, what's the kind of food that you are giving? Well, if you are actually breeding your fish outdoor, that they will receive the sunlight, they will naturally develop their color, plus the giving of the live food. So this is the perfect food that can replace all other high protein commercial food that are available in the market. No need to worry about buying all this very costly commercial pellets or flakes in the market if you have live food and you are breeding your fish outdoor. Naturally, they will develop a very good color combinations. I am segregating them because I wanted to grow more breeders for us to also massively produce this kind of fish. So we are finally here at the extension of our chicken barn. Well, in my previous video, I promised that I have to make another barn for the bigger chicks, the older ones, because we can only place the chicks right here in the first barn that we have accomplished for only 10 days. And after 10 days, that's the time that we're gonna transfer all those chicks at the age of 11 days right here in this extension. And maybe you are interested about the dimension. Well, this is measured around 16 feet in width by 16 feet in length. So this is a perfect square. We are aiming to have a bigger space actually for our incoming chickens that I estimated to reach around 3,000 heads for this year. So we are actually aiming that by December or January of 2021, we're gonna be able to sell hundreds of eggs to the market and also chicks to those who would like to try this type of business, this free-range chicken farming. I would like to emphasize also that the reason why I said that this brown eggs has lower in cholesterol compared to the white eggs is not because of the breed or the color of the shell, but it is because of the kind of food that we are actually feeding to our chicken. And in our place, we normally feed commercial pellets to the white leghorns to produce white eggs. And those broiler that can produce brown eggs are range freely that can eat natural food on the ground. That is why I said that these brown eggs are lower in cholesterol compared to the eggs that are produced by the white leghorns, which are being fed with commercial food. So this is now the situation here inside in this barn. We have actually 150 chicks right here, and the age of these chicks varies because we are incubating eggs every 5 or 3 days. You will see that these chicks are already becoming big. They are gaining weight and they are now eating so much of these chick boosters. We are not yet introducing the natural food, which is composed of this grated coconuts, the azula, and these vegetables that are really available in the market because they are not yet capable of digesting this kind of natural food. What we are feeding them right now are the chick boosters and some vitamins. The moment that they will reach the age of 10 days up, that's the time that we're going to transfer them in a bigger space, and it now has this ventilation. One of the comments that I have read is the comment that you should provide good ventilation for the chicks. Well, I beg to disagree because during the day old up to 10 days, these chicks are really being cuddled by their parents if you are going to let their mothers take care of them. They are very vulnerable that they need the feathers of their mother. And since we are no longer allowing the mother to take care of them because we are incubating the eggs, this is our way of ensuring that they will not feel the coldness, especially during the night. I am very positive that by this method, we will be able to grow hundreds, if not thousands of chicks and be able to achieve our goal to produce 3,000 layers for this year 2020. One of the things that I have observed for us to become successful in the production of these chicks is to separate them according to their age. We cannot mix the older with the younger ones because they will compete over their food, and aside from that, the younger ones will really become stressed because these active ones now are really moving a lot, and these younger ones are becoming stressed with the activities of the older ones. So that is why I have segregated the younger ones here in this styro box, and they are being fed right here, and they are also provided with this water. Okay. But these chicks are also now gaining their weight, and we have to closely monitor because some of them are not eating. So we will force them to drink their vitamins, their water, by of course dipping their beak in the water so that they can drink some liquids. Well, we can give an allowance. We cannot really expect that all these chicks will survive because there are really chicks that are weaker. I am already very satisfied if we can grow 90% of their population and have the 10% casualty. So it's a normal thing to see some chicks that will not really survive. But the majority of them are really now gaining their weight. I am very hopeful that this gonna survive. So guys, we are actually completing now this rabbit hutch. We are actually on the process now of painting this wood where we can hang our cages. I am so glad also that just this morning another doe delivered babies, and I decided to just get the babies from here because we are not yet fully completed our hatch, and I'm afraid that because of this situation the doe will not nurse the babies. She will not allow the babies to drink their milk. So I decided to just get and have a force feeding of these newly born babies of these rabbits. And somebody have asked, Dexter, can you give me the feeding guide of your rabbits? Well, I only give pellet twice, in the morning and in the afternoon. But I always give them grasses. Their grasses are actually unlimited because they really love to eat this one. And another question that maybe you will ask, Dexter, what is this kind of grass? Well, I have here the grasses that we can just normally get from the surroundings. And we call this the cover crop. And I don't know what's the name of this. In our local dialect, we call this humay-humay. But I don't know what's the English term of this. But yes, we are giving unlimited grass for our rabbits. We are actually aiming to produce hundreds, thousands of this rabbit meat, and we can have a good business out of this. Maybe we'll have the rabbit tocino, we have the rabbit chorizo, and anything you can name out of rabbit meat. We can do that in the future. I hope guys you are entertained once again by these videos, and if you are new to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe, and after you subscribe you may also hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of our regular uploads. We are uploading videos at least once a week or every 5 days. It depends upon the circumstances. So if you are subscribed to this channel, you will be notified of our regular uploads. And if you would like to join as member of this channel, that is very much welcome. This is the shortest way that you can do to help this channel grow and also inspire me to do this integrated farming and reveal to you all my experiences, whether it is good or bad, for other people to know the basic tips on farming, and we can learn from each other. Please leave a comment and make some suggestions only here at Dextersworld.
There's a heavy